What's up guys, it's your girl Papi Brit. As always, before we get started, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of the future videos that I post. So, disclaimer, I don't have my nails right now. They will be back. I know I'm gonna get some type of comment or DM about it. I don't have my nails right now. That's okay. Life goes on. Like you probably read in the title, yes, I did get plastic surgery, which is crazy to say. Little disclaimer, basically if you're against plastic surgery or have anything negative to say, please know that this is probably not the video for you. And also, I don't care. Plain and simple. This is something I did for me. Obviously, it's on my body. I'm the one that went through it, so don't care about anybody else's opinion. Just a disclaimer. I am here to just give you guys a little rundown and tell you my experience with plastic surgery. So what I got done was that I got titties. Just kidding. But I got a boob job. I got a breast augmentation because your girl had no titties. This is something that I've been wanting for a really long time. I'm only 22, but like I've been wanting it for a really long time. This is something that I've been self-conscious about since I was like in 6th grade. Like no joke, I have memories of me in 6th grade just being like made fun of because that's like around the time that everybody was like starting to develop and like get boobs and stuff, and I had nothing. Like my chest was flat. I had nothing, okay? And so I just remember being made fun of for not having boobs, and then like still buying bras or asking my parents to buy me bras so that it seemed like I had like at least a little bit, but realistically I had nothing. And so I would cry to my mom and just be like, Mom, like when am I gonna get boobs? Like what's going on? And still didn't get boobs till now. So you know, they were just a little delayed. I'm not saying that people need to have boobs or that, you know, it makes someone look better or worse or whatever. It's just something that I was insecure about. So it's something that I knew I wanted to get fixed as soon as I could. And so that's why I got a second job. That's why I started saving money, because I finally decided that it was time to stop making excuses. It was mostly like the money aspect, honestly. I finally decided, like, you know what, this is something I want to do, so let me sit my ass down and actually do something about it. I had been following different doctors and just kind of telling people for years now that I wanted a boob job, and just kind of asking around and getting a feel for if anybody knew anyone that had gotten a boob job. And I would reach out to them and be like, hey, who was your doctor? How did it go? You know, just depending on like how comfortable I felt asking people questions. I just want to share my experience with other people, because realistically, like I didn't know anybody that had gotten a boob job. I didn't know anything really about it or how it went. And then when I looked up videos on YouTube, like they weren't the most helpful, because people tried to be very taboo about it, and I just don't know why. Hopefully it helps somebody that's contemplating doing it, or you know, just wants more information about it. The doctor that I went with is Dr. Squires, and he's located in Denver. I will link his information down below so you all can check his work out if you want to. But I found him because I had told my coworker a while ago that I wanted to get a boob job, and she mentioned how her friend had gotten a boob job, and I asked her to ask her friend where she got it done. And then I just started following the doctor and just seeing his Instagram posts and just seeing his work. Finally, I saw a post one day of his work on Instagram, like it just popped up, and I was finding like, you know what, let me book a consultation that'll motivate me to save the money that I need to save, and so that I have something to look forward to or to like motivate me. I went on his website and just filled out like a little questionnaire thing, and then they'll like call you back and set up an appointment. This is right when COVID had started. All consultations went online, and I was just like, let me just wait until after COVID so that I can do it in person and you know, whatever. So I decided to just wait a little bit, and was still hopeful to do it towards the end of the year, but just didn't really know if it was gonna happen because of COVID. But finally I just went ahead and told them I wanted to set up an appointment. They did take a down payment kind of, or like appointment holding fee. I think it's just so that they can hold your appointment, because I got it back when I went to my appointment. My first appointment, I basically just went in and told them what I was wanting to get done, what I was thinking in regards to size, asked any questions I had, and then they had me look at a booklet of different boob jobs, like a before and after, and write down, I think it was 5 that I liked and 5 that I didn't like, and then the reasons why I liked the 5 and why I didn't like the other ones. That way the doctor could just get a feel for what I was wanting. And then the doctor came in, got measurements of my boobs. I'm just gonna say boobs because calling them breasts just sounds weird. Got measurements of my boobs and then went ahead and gave me a range of sizes that he thought would work for me. And then they give you this black bra and then you just put in the implants, and it's supposed to mimic what your boobs would look like with that cup size. And another thing is, a lot of people probably know, but I didn't know, is that they don't go off of cup size, they go off of cc's. Like, I knew that the implants were cc's. I didn't know that you couldn't just tell them like, hey, I want double D's, and they could do that for you. Like, I didn't know that. He gave me a range of different sizes. And so that first time I told him that I really wanted a natural look. I'm 5'3" and 118 pounds. So I didn't want double D's. I wanted a size that was on the bigger side, but not to the point where you could tell it was hella unnatural or that they were super round. Like, they say like porn star titties. I don't like to use that term. It just sounds wrong. I don't bash on sex workers or their community, so I don't know if that's respectful to say. But I just didn't want them to look at that. Besides the point, that has nothing to do with it, but I just didn't want it to look super big and super round and fake. I wanted it to look more natural and just big enough size to where you could tell I have some boobs, but not to where it was way too big or way too small, if that makes sense. So I was thinking probably like a full C cup. He gave me options from like 275 to 350 was the range that he had me look at, and I went with 350, which was a bigger size because, again, like I said, I wanted it to look a little big. That's basically it. And then they sat me down and kind of talked to me about prices and financing options and all of that stuff. Another thing that I couldn't figure out or find anywhere was like the price or how much I should be looking to save. They do give you financing options, at least at the place that I went to. I know different doctors range from different prices, but I knew I just didn't want to go somewhere that was like really cheap. A lot of people suggested that I go to like Miami and get it done there, which it's cool, but I wanted to heal locally. And then also going to Miami, let's say the surgery is $5,000, I have to buy a flight, I have to figure out where to stay, and then I'm gonna be on my own most likely. So it just doesn't, and so it just ends up being around the same amount that I would pay here. Not bashing on anybody that does that or whatever, but I just wanted to stay local and didn't want to go somewhere that was going to be super cheap, because I just feel like that's sketchy. Like, I'd rather pay more and get quality, especially when it comes to my health. They do give you a financing option where you can just get a loan, basically. We just do monthly payments, but there is obviously interest, and so it ends up being a little more. Or you can pay cash. So there are like options, which is really nice. Overall, I think I ended up paying about $8,500, which is pretty standard, I believe, or I think, for a boob job or breast augmentation. I googled and just kind of based off all the videos and stuff I saw, that's kind of range that I gathered and what I had been expecting anyway. So that's how much I paid, and that's why your girl had to get a second job, okay? I don't want to talk too much about the place I went to just because it might not be the place you go to, so I don't want to get too into detail about my appointments and stuff. But anyways, yeah, I had 2 more follow-up appointments. So the next appointment was just them going through my health records, me signing all of the contracts, waivers, all of that stuff, and then they went through what size I had wanted, kind of reviewed it again and asked me like, or is this still what you're wanting? Again, I had gone with 350 cc's. Oh, and I got silicone. The appointment was my pre-op appointment. Doctor just kind of met with me and asked me to see if I had any more questions. He was just talking to me about sizing and stuff, just you know, logistics. As I was talking to the doctor, he kind of started to figure out that I was wanting like more cleavage, and so he asked me if I wanted to go a size up and asked whether I wanted to be like to have more side boobs, or if I wanted it to be like a little like stick out more, if that makes sense. Like he just said that the other option was just gonna be me being wider, and I told him like that's not what I wanted. I don't want to be wide because I'm not like a big person. So I asked him for them to like stick out more, and I don't know if this even makes sense, but he had me try a size up, but one was wider on the side and one was like out more and was gonna give me more cleavage. So I tried them both, and I ended up going out with the one that like stuck out more, and that was 415 cc's. So mind you, I went from a 32A and then I got 415 cc's. I don't know where that will translate to. I'm still healing. I got the surgery on Wednesday. It is now Saturday, so I'm only like 4 days post-op. So anyways, I'm gonna insert a video here of the morning of my surgery, and in that video I show just like how little boobs I had, just so you can see that I'm not exaggerating. I went from having nothing and then I went to 415. So let me insert the clip here. So today's my surgery. I don't even know what I am. It just feels like not real right now. And I'm gonna have titties, like that's crazy. But I'm not really, I don't know, I don't know. I don't even know what to feel. Like I don't want to think about it. I'm just hoping that everything goes well, that I come out okay. That's my main priority. I literally took my nails off yesterday. I took all of my piercings out. So wait, JK, I have my nose ring in still. They're like part of my body at this point. I forget they're in. I'm gonna be leaving soon. I just want to show you guys so you know that I'm not exaggerating. Last look at my non-existent titties. This is the front, like this is the side. There's no boobs, like there's like nothing here. So yeah, I have no boobs. I really did not have anything, and again, that's fine. I see other girls who have similar boobs than I did look super cute wearing tops with no bras or just certain tops, but I just didn't feel that way. Okay, telling me that I shouldn't have gotten the surgery or that I looked better before is not a compliment, okay? Because again, it's something that I was insecure about, so it's not gonna make me feel better. Wouldn't have changed my mind. I had some people or several people tell me not to do it, that I looked fine like the way that I was, or girls with boobs would tell me like, girl, you don't want these, like these are a mess, like they're a pain in the ass. I get that, that's fine. Some people don't like boobs, some people do. With COVID, I did have to take a COVID test before, so I took it that Monday, and then my surgery was on Wednesday. Also, if there's any questions that you have that I missed, I might do a follow-up video. I'll probably do a follow-up video after I've healed, or healed a little more. So if there's any questions I missed, let me know and I'll answer them in the next video. Right now I'm just kind of rambling on about my experience, so if I miss anything, feel free to ask me. But back to the point. My surgery was on Wednesday. I checked in at 10 just so I could sign off all the disclaimers, and then I had them prep me for the surgery. Kind of just told me what to expect for the surgery, and then I met with the, I don't know what they're called, the people that give you anesthesia. I have such a hard time saying anesthesia, but anyways, that guy. I met with the guy that was gonna do my anesthesia, and he just kind of asked me if I had any questions and told me what to expect. So they put your whole body to sleep so you don't feel anything. I got my implants in, and they do cut under your boobs, so cuts are about 2 inches big, if that, and they go under your boob, which I also really appreciate because then you can't really see them. Had my surgery, woke up from being put to sleep from the anesthesia, and I woke up feeling sore, but I didn't really feel any kind of pain. If anything, it was just more pressure, and was awake for a good amount of time after my surgery, just chilling. I didn't feel any kind of nausea, so I ate just fine, and I finally started to feel some discomfort. I wouldn't even say it was pain, like it was so minimal, and just took some medicine for nerve pain and like a muscle relax. The pain was really minimal. It felt like I just had like a 50-pound weight on my chest, so just pressure, but it was completely bearable. I could move my arms, so the recovery's been really smooth, honestly. Stopped taking my pain meds the second day just because I really saw no need to be taking them. And again, I just feel pressure. They do give you a bra, like a compression bra, kind of like a sports bra, just to help with the healing and to make sure that the implants go where they're supposed to and stay in place. And then I have a bandeau wrapped around my chest. Again, same purpose, just to make sure the implants go where they need to. And I do have to wear that for 2 weeks. So I do still have some healing to go, but I'm just really have been impressed with like how minimal the pain has been. I went back to work today and was fine. So that was my pre-op slash barely post-op experience today, and I'm going to show you right now. I'm just going to show you my titties. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to show you just kind of what it looks like. So I am wearing this bra right now, and you can already tell like the difference, but I am wearing this bra right now. This is that compression bra I was talking about, and this is the bandeau that I was talking about. And again, there is hardly there's no bruising anymore. There was a little bruising here, but not anymore. And so this is all supposed to go down a little more, so it does look very full and round right now, but that's supposed to go down. And so yeah, this is what they look like right now. It looks kind of crazy now that I'm seeing it like in video. I'll show you once I'm actually healed what they end up looking like. Other thing is that I did have my gotta hold them because they're still a little tender, so coughing just not the most fun. But I do have my pierced, and I was able to put them back in and like with no problem. So that's another thing. The girl after my surgery, she asked me why I didn't have them in, and I was like, well, isn't it like too soon? She's like, no girl, like put them back in, you're good. So I went ahead and put them back in, and no problem, perfectly fine. So you know, we good with that too. But yep, that's what they look like right now, and it looks a little crazy. I'm really excited and super grateful that I was able to do this for myself, because it's already like a huge confidence boost. And so for anybody wanting to do it, would 110% recommend. The recovery has been amazing, and my doctor was amazing. If anyone wants to go somewhere in Denver, would highly recommend. But that's basically all I have for you. If you have any questions, if you want me to do a follow-up video, let me know and I'll include those questions in the next video. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.